Hi, welcome to the next edition of Playing Competitive Pioneer. And today we're going to be trying out a port over version from Standard. This is, I think, I would argue in the top 10 best decks in Standard. We're going to port it over to Pioneer and see if we can't crush people with it. Now, I don't have a full playset of Devastating Onslaught just because it is a mythic, and I didn't get a lot of mythics from Edge of Eternities. And this was after me basically not putting money into the game. So right now, as of right now, I do not have that. I only have one copy of this. So that is something to note. Besides that, most of the rest of the deck I substituted for a Molten Duplication, which is a little bit worse, and one Riddler. I could actually just go 3-1 on this. It might be a little bit better, but I kind of like Riddler, to be honest. Besides that, we have Pioneer gains access to Elvish Mystic, so we have 8 copies of Elf, which is really solid. We still play the Dock. We also play Stories, Trailblazer, the Battlecrier. Then we have our Brawler. And Mana Base, we get a little bit of upgrades with Pathways, but and the remaining 2 Shocks, but that's about it. And it's 1 Triumph. Besides that sideboard, we get upgrades in regards to Stubborn Denial, just like the best counter spell for the stack, and Null for artifact and enchantments for mainly against demons, right? We want to cancel or counter the main card. Annex. I kept the fire magic. You definitely could change this up if you want to play Anger of the Gods or whatever other kind of sweeper. For target removal decks, because black is a main part of Pioneer, we have Surrox and Shaper Sanctuary. Dispute for a little more counter magic against Control. Again, Control, if you watched the video on the other channel, Control is definitely a 11% meta deck. So having 5 counters out of the board, pretty good there. And we don't need to play the other bad 3-drop. Now we get to play the Mutate one, Gem Razor, which is actually, I think it's a little bit better than the other one. But that's kind of what we're doing today. Let's see if Temur Battlecrier combo can't compete in Pioneer like it does in Standard. Land, Elf, go. Okay, so we're facing Fang. Go ahead. There's the Fang. Take our beats. Awesome. Okay. I guess run it back. Alright, so we play Breeding Pool. Go. Draw 3. Alright, we got this. Overlord. Hmm. Go ahead. Fable. Go ahead. So no vehicles yet. Informant. Okay, discard a card, sure. So still no vehicles. Get rid of the FOMO. So I need 3 plus I need quite a bit for that. I messed up there. Actually, wait a minute. We got a Battlecrier now. And a FOMO. Question is, can this deck win on the turn? We have the Onslaught too. Is it correct to go for it now? To get back Trail? I can't get back Trail. Ah, crap. He might have a... So no Fang, please. No Fang. If we have one more turn, we might be able to win this game. All right. Can I pay 4? Okay. All right, got that game. Oh, that was close. Do I want Jim Grazer? Nah. Leyline of the Void. Thoughtseize. Tapland, go. Go. Draws a card. I mean, makes a token. Plot, go. Take her beats. FOMO. Okay. Sky Sovereigns is interesting. Another Fable. Go ahead. All right, what do you got? Sadly, that's opponents. That's really sad. We're not going to win this game, I don't think. Here comes the Fable back. So I can play land dock, but that's not like in a very impressive way. Where are all these lands coming from? Go ahead. A FOMO. Block like that. We're just dash. All right, that looks like a 0-1 record. That was a lot of lands in a row, though. I did not check to see how many lands this deck is playing, but let's get into the next one. Elf, go. Probably gonna kill the elf, I guess. Sure. I guess there's no point. Might as well play the tap land here. Probably facing Phoenix. So we're facing two, arguably, meta decks between Phoenix and Fang. Plot, go. Oh, I should have technically played him and then plotted for one. That was a mistake. I didn't realize that he actually reduced the plotting cost. I never really actually used his bear. Okay, that's fine for me. I just played this turn, plot one more time. Go ahead. I definitely dropped the ball on that one. I should have had the elf come down this turn, but Cutter gets the Phoenix in the yard, sure. Consider makes a token. He probably does one more spell here, so he gets an additional prowess trigger. It hits me for 3. Now, I could easily do that, that, and that. Because otherwise, you can't really attack this turn, so I'm assuming you do another one. That's interesting. Play Battlecrier. Add a red. Add a blue. I could do this again, but it seems more logical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could do it X2. All right, that's a little bit of a combo. These have haste and they get sacked, right? All right, that goes away. We get to pitch some lands. A much better performance this game for the deck. Galvanic Iteration. It's probably followed up by a Cruise. So you draw 6. How many Phoenixes do you have? 2 in the yard. And still 2. Again, I don't think we have Graveyard Hate. That's something to notice. Or that might have been the other deck. Alright, gets rid of one of those. Trailblazers. I wish it would tell you how much it reduces it. Alright, you're probably not going to swing, are you? Interesting. Alright. Question is, can we lose this game from this point? He could, if he ever plays the extra turn spell, he has a shot, but Proft. So that could very well mean that he can get Phoenix big enough, especially if he could do chain multiple cruises. We do have one brawler to stop one of the non +1 countered Phoenixes. Okay, he gets rid of the brawler. Still uncool. That's 9. All right, so 16. Take it. Put another one down. All right, how do I do this? I could do this, copy this one. I was hoping to find... That's game. There we go. Yeah, we have no graveyard hate. Interesting. Dispute seem okay. That does counter the cruise, which is very important. Denial also does, but the real question is, what are you trimming here? A braid doesn't do much because, I mean, I guess Into the Flood Maw. Is there a world where this is better than Into the Flood Maw? Arguably. This has reach, but that probably doesn't matter. Probably can go up to Sanctuary, down one else. Run it like that. Land, Sanctuary, go. Opt, okay. Land, Cutter. I think I just play a tap land, say go. Now, for us, we definitely need to get to this Crier. Oh, no. So, they don't have anything. They probably have removal for the Battlecrier. So, this current juncture, I think it makes sense to play a tap land and ship the turn. So that way we can get the Battlecrier down and leave up the denial. You gonna bounce that? Alright, play Battlecrier. Okay, no removal. That's really good. That means when I get the second Battlecrier down. And that's fine, right? So we get to draw 2 cards off of that. Take our beats. Another Battlecrier. I could play the Trailblazer, but that makes no sense. I go. A sleight of hand, sure. The thing I have to counter definitely is the cruise. Alright, so they make more bodies. We do need to be wary of our life total here, though. They are going a little bit wide. This... Can I brawler into the Trailblazer, or... That's 8 plus... That's 6. That's not good. It means I have to exchange a Battlecrier, which means I basically lose. Okay. That's overkill, but okay. I guess I do want that extra copy. Down a surprise, run it like that. Play a land elf. Go. I guess I could have played the Battlecrier this turn. And again, it made me tap weirdly. Whatever. Getcha. That might have been a deal breaker, though. It never wants to tap down my elf on the correct turn. Okay, so no red source. That's good. I was worried that a turn two um, equipment would be here. Battlecrier, go. I mean, I can't counter that. That's torch. That's fine. Blot, go. Okay, treasure cruise. They have one card, one land open. So we're gonna add a blue source up. Do you have removal for this? And play a Battlecrier. If I draw a land, that'd be ideal. Go ahead. I'm gonna protect the combo. It'd be one thing if I actually drew a land there, I could play another land untapped. Then I would argue maybe would play that, but until I draw that fourth, fifth land, I mean, I'm not gonna not have a Slumber Denial up. I think that's okay. All right. Another one of those. Add a green. Play another Outcaster. Add a red. So this is X. Two. Could do X2. And they scoop it up. Got it. There we go. 1-1 record. Let's get into the next. I do need a green source. All right. Darksclear Shores and the Thoughtseize. Tap land. Go. Thoughtseize, sure. Take Dock, I guess. Okay. Tap land. Go. Cracks it. We do need to find green source very quickly. I'm not sure what we're facing yet. So it's like Temur mid-range. Play a Dock. Go ahead. Sure. Liliana. I guess get rid of the stories. Mill some cards. Get back Outcaster Verge. Go ahead. Consider. I'm not sure why you're playing Consider, though. It's not, like, the best in a mid-range pile. Get rid of it into the Flood Maw. Thoughtseize. Sure. Plot. Go. It's already at 6? I guess the elf. Harmonize. Play a Trailblazer. Bounce a Liliana. Alright, so we lose our board again. Because he just plays the Liliana down ticks. Ah, man. Not a very good draw. Go. Get rid of the Abrade. And a Trespasser. Sure. Hmm. Go ahead. Alright, eats another card. Go ahead. Now he just minuses the Liliana. Alright, I'm just off. Sanctuary. Not that. Maybe these are possibilities. Into the Flood Maw seems sus. A Braid seems sus. The last three seem kind of, I guess, surprised, maybe. And a Elf. I don't like that. Guess it's double Elf. Elf. Go. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with the Elf here. It's probably better off just Triome. Alright, takes my Trailblazer. Yeah, we are looking kind of bad. That's not too shabby, though. Hitcha. Surrock. Go. Are you gonna Liliana? Up ticket? Or you down ticket? Alright, there goes my... Get rid of the Liliana. Go. You have a second Liliana? Okay. I could deal with that. So you connive. Oh, that's sus. No land. Hit ya. Say go. All right, plot that. Go ahead. Shielder is actually kind of really bad here because I just get to draw a bunch of cards so they target my stuff and we take damage from that. And we don't really have a great removal spell for the shield red. Decline. Bottom that. So we take 6 this turn. Down to 5, down to 3. But the issue is I take 2 here, 2 off of the draw. Yeah, so I don't get to gain any life at all. So it's like we're going 1-2 this for this deck. Which I guess is to be expected. I mean, so we lose because the shield red +2 in the air. All right, so 1 and 2. Let's get into the wrap up. So what did we learn this week about this deck overall? We 1 and 2. Our losses mainly came to our lands. We have 23 in the deck, which should be enough. So often we just did not find them. Enough of them in the early game to be able to facilitate them removing the elf on turn 1, which is a normal thing in Pioneer. So we weren't able to do that. But if you ever can, I guess, once you assemble the combo, Onslaught does really amazing things with Trailblazer and Battlecrier. And I think that's actually, I mean, it's not a terrible list. I probably shouldn't have played the Abrade. The Abrade's, there's definitely something better in Pioneer than Abrade. Especially since the artifacts I don't think are that big of a deal. I guess, I mean, they do play the, the 2-drop artifact. So maybe that is a little worth it. But overall, the deck feels reasonable. I think you could do good with the deck if you pick up the last 2 copies of Onslaught over the Molten Duplication. I think you have a pretty good shot of maybe actually doing a good job at your LGS. I don't think you could ever take this to a tournament, a massive tournament. But then again, it's Pioneer and it's not supported. So, I mean, unless you take it to, think some like Star City games and stuff like that, they do have it where you could do Pioneer instead of for RCQ to qualify. But I don't think they actually count for the regional. So you would always have to play something different for the regional. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this list. And I'll talk to you guys next time.